That's crazy, man. And you're 30, you said?
This year, I turned 30 in January.
30?
January what? First, you're a Capricorn like me.
You're a Capricorn? That makes sense now.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, when I was sitting next to you,
Do I seem cold? Everyone always says it like, you're cold. I can't read your emotions.
is that a thing about Capricorns?
Definitely. Yeah, that's what everyone says.
Yeah, you guys are pretty cold, both of you. I'm just playing.
It takes me a minute to warm up. I think that's part of it. Like,
I feel like I just I do bury my emotions inside and I don't really express them very well, perhaps.
and when I do express them, I overthink them. I'm like,
Yeah.
And it's like, what was that?
It's like you don't react on them right away.
Or no, like if I do react, without thinking, if I just let it go and I'm just reacting.
I know. Sometimes I'm a thinker rather than a feeler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes
I
sense.
think. I don't feel. I have to think about it first before I discover my feeling.
It's like I'm objectifying my emotions instead of just displaying them.
Yeah.
Before.
You have the same birthday as Will.
January 1st?
I think so. I believe so. Because his birthday was 9 days before mine, and Howie's was on the 7th.
What day is your birthday?
I'm the 10th.
The 10th? Okay. It's always, for our birthdays, it's always cold, depending on where
Always
you're at.
freezing.
Days
no one
always
gives
short.
a flying fuck because it's right after New Year's.
Yep.
It sucks growing up with that birthday as a kid.
My birthday, yeah, throughout my 20s and even well into my 30s, I'd be like, all right, let's go out, girls, or whatever. My husband's always nice dinner, we'll do this. And then I always do a ladies' night out, and everyone's so exhausted or they're dieting because of their New Year's resolution. They're like, oh, it's dry. I literally went out with probably 10 women this January for my birthday. And it was a big one because it was 40. And half of the girls with me were like, yeah, it's dry January, or we're on the Whole30, or we're keto. Right. We can't drink alcohol. So we're sitting at the W, and half of us are drinking water.
Yeah, and you're like, huh.
So you turn 40. Okay, so you're on the same cadence.
Tens.
The tens.
The tens.
It's 2020.
Yeah, that's what's so amazing about it. I love it.
I'm 30 this
Whenever
year.
someone says a year, I know exactly how old I was.
Yep.
Yes. Damn, I love that.
So you're what? Are you You're 1990, obviously.
1990.
Yeah.
It was a Monday. I was a day away from 89.
Damn, you're almost an 80s baby.
Day away.
Do you feel like an 80s baby or a 90s baby?
I don't know. As soon as I got the 3 in front of my that 3 is, I know it's psychological, but as soon as you see that 3, it's like, oh man, I can remember stuff from 10 years ago.
Yep.
As soon as I can reflect on 10 years ago and I was adult at that time, then it feels like I've been around for a minute.
Yeah.
And it's been nothing. 430 is nothing in the grand scheme of things, but that alone is okay.
I think turning 30 is it was awesome. I love turning 30.
Yeah.
Turning 40 too, I was like, it's great. It's weird. I always.
It just depends how you're feeling about it.
Yeah.
You know? If you're like, oh.
Right.
If you're dreading it,
right.
You're gonna not be excited.
My dad always says, when I, poke fun at him for, getting old, you do. He's like, if you're not getting old, you're dead. Well, yeah, true.
You're right.
If you're not getting old, you're dead.
Argue with that.
Oh, well, say it like that. Yeah. Give me your birthdays. Come here. Give me more. Give me more. So, Janelle.
Yes.
Prior to your reaching legend, multiple appearances on this, historic reality show series. What did you do before? What was the Janelle before that first time on BB? What was that?
What was I doing when I was 25?
Yeah.
In 2005? I was cocktailing. I was a VIP cocktail waitress at a huge club in Miami.
Nice.
Okay.
That's what I did. It was super fun. I basically partied for a living. And so I decided to do Big Brother because I'd watched the show.
Did you apply?
Yeah, I was like a huge fan. And I had just moved to Miami and it was really hot there. And I was like, I don't want to stay in Miami this summer. I was being like a big baby about the heat. And I was like, it's too hot. Like, I would just want to like, because I had just moved from LA to Miami and cocktail waitressing is seasonal. So it gets really busy. Like, I don't know, September through Memorial Weekend is busy. And then it's dead because it's summer.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I don't have to work in the summer. I'll just go do Big Brother.
As
I
well.
did. And then I came back the following summer as well.
6 and 7, right?
It was back to back, which is, I think it's really hard to do back to back
Yeah.
because it's a lot. You never come out of it,
Right. I mean, I
So
feel like
mentally, it can be very hard on you to do 2 back-to-back seasons like that. And then as the time goes by, I think it's like way easier to come back because so much time has passed.
Right.
When you said it's hard to do back to back, one thing, the first time, was that yesterday or second day in, right?
Yeah.
Or the first morning was yesterday. When the thing went off and it was like, wake up, for like 5 seconds, I felt like this was my 15th day from last summer. It was like, I skipped everything in between.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, this is different.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Like my brain almost like triggered like, okay, you're back. Like,
Yeah.
kinda-
almost like
Yeah.
psychologically like
Yeah.
put yourself back in this space.
I was thinking of how different this is from my first time. It's
This
like,
is way
it
different.
feels like it's not even the same place whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it feels different.
It's like no.
It's the people that make
nostalgia.
it feel different,
Yeah, seriously. I'm getting no nostalgia, and I think it's freaking me out a little bit. You know what I mean?
I think part of it too is that outside is not there. So we're kind of like,
Yeah, that
I
might
think
help.
we'll be so thrilled when the outside opens tomorrow.
I really. Somebody said it feels like winter. It feels like we're in winter in like a cabin.
I know, because we can't go
weird.
outside because it's like so freezing out.
Yeah.
and once that opens up, it's like, oh, it is August. Hey, there's the sun. It feels good.